Hey guys, welcome to this short video. Today I'm just gonna show you how you can create your own budget tracker easily without thinking too much and just having something that works. So the first thing that I normally do is to have to determine which columns I'm gonna use for these trackers or files or sheets. So I'm gonna call these columns the following. So the first column is going to be called transactions, the second one is going to be called date, the third one is going to be called category. I'm sorry, this is not a category. Fourth one is going to be called description, the fifth one is going to be called amount, sixth one is going to be called type, the other one is going to be called payment method, and we're going to have balance, which is going to be basically the most important one, and then we're going to have called here notes. So we are gonna use something that is new for Google Sheets that is really cool, and it is called tables. Basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna convert this into tables. Here we're just gonna rename it. I'm gonna call this tracker. You can name it whatever you want, and in here what we're gonna do is we're gonna assign new types of data that we want to see in each one of these columns. That's pretty easy. So the first thing that we're gonna do here is the transaction. I just want this to be a transaction number. Why I want this to be a transaction number? Basically because I want to add the amount of transactions that I have done during a period of time, so that's pretty useful. The date, of course, we're gonna turn this into date. The category, we're just gonna use some drop downs. The description is just gonna be text, so it's not that like complicated. The amount of money is just gonna be currency. The type is also gonna be a drop down. The payment method is gonna be also a drop down. The balance is gonna be currency, and the notes is just gonna be text. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna change the drop downs that I created. I don't like this format, so basically what I do is just I come here, I press on edit, I click on edit, sorry, I just go to advanced options, I click on arrow, and it's done. So yeah, I don't know, I just really don't like this format. If you like it, you just can leave it like that. I go here and arrow. Also, something that I would like to do is I would just like to change the color to something that I really like. I think this blue, I love it. Yeah, so in here for each one of these, I'm just gonna show the placeholders for each cell. That's pretty convenient. I think for this one it's not possible. Yeah, of course it's not possible. For this one we're gonna show the placeholders, for this one as well, for this one as well, and for this one as well. So basically we have almost everything done. What we're gonna do right now is just we're gonna add the options to our drop downs. So in here we're just gonna add the options that are related to our income and also to our expenses. So in here in these categories you can use like housing, also you can use utilities, for example food, transportation, what else, healthcare, personal care, entertainment, education, debt, savings, and I think the other types of expenses could be just like miscellaneous. We can just leave it like that, and as all of them they are expenses or are categories related to expenses, so I will just mark them as red just for having like a visual aid when we select these type of categories. But also we have those categories that are related to income, as I told you before, and these ones are gonna be like green, and we can start, for example, adding salary, bonuses, side hustles, could be investments, could be gifts, what else, refunds, and other. We'll just put other there. In here we're just gonna select this color just for us to have a clue of the type of categories we're using. So for example here we can click on personal care, it's gonna be immediately red. But if we have something that is related to salary, it's gonna be immediately green. So we're just gonna leave it like that. And amount and type, so as I told you, we're just gonna have income and expense. So in here we can add something like this and like this. So when it's just, oh sorry, I need to click on done, and it's gonna be done. So if it's income, if it's expense, so that's pretty good. Now for the payment methods, I would like to add some payment methods that are normally used when it comes to this type of transactions. So we can talk about cash, we can talk about credit cards, we can talk about bank transfers, what else? Checks, mobile payments, online payments, could be crypto, and let's put other as well. So all of them, I'm sorry, I just would like them to be blue. Why not? I want them to be blue. That's gonna be really good. Done. Yeah. And I think that will be almost everything. But here in balance, I'm just gonna add the following. So the first transaction normally is gonna be the amount. Okay. So, but this is just gonna be in the first row of our table, of our tracker. But for the second row, in this case, the third row of our sheet, we're gonna do the following. We're gonna come here, we're just gonna create like an it's really easy formula that is gonna help us tracking everything that we have, that the balance that we have either is positive or negative. So we're just gonna come here and we are gonna do the following. This one, for the information of this cell, we are gonna add the following. If this one, the type that is gonna be this one, yeah, it's gonna be income. So I just want this to be positive, but if it's not, I want it to be negative, and that's pretty much it. We're gonna do this. All right. If we add new type of new rows, new transactions here, as you can see, the formula continues there, so that's pretty good. So let's check this out. All right, so let's imagine we have our first transaction. It happened today and is related to our salary. So we just, I don't know, payment from July. All right, so let's imagine our salary is $3,500 after taxes. So as you can see, the balance is correct, and this is gonna be an income. And the payment method, they just, our company, I don't know, whatever, made a bank transfer. And I don't know, in extra notes, I'm just gonna add like this was a payment that was delayed. I don't know, you can add whatever you want there. Then let's imagine as our second transaction, we come here, I don't know, let's imagine it happened tomorrow. Okay, it's just gonna happen tomorrow, and we have to pay for utilities. And I don't know, I'm just gonna put water. Let's imagine I just paid the water bill, and it's gonna be $200. Oh my god. So here it's gonna be expense, and as you can see, it starts to show me how, like, which balance I'm having currently. So I don't know, I paid this by cash, so it was like that. Let's imagine I have another transaction the same day. I had to pay for food. So here, I don't know, I just pay for groceries. I pay $400, and of course this was an expense. And in here, I don't know, I pay by credit card. So as you can see, this is pretty useful because it is telling me currently which is the balance that I have. All right, let's imagine I have a last transaction. This transaction, let's imagine it's gonna be tomorrow, and I don't know, I had to pay debt, I don't, my car, and I'm paying like $1,200, which is good. I mean, I don't know if it's good, but it's good for the example that we have here. And we pay by crypto because we are paying this really, really weird. in a really weird manner. I don't know how to say that, but we can use that. As you can see, this tracker is working perfectly, and that's pretty much it. If you really want this tracker, I will link it down below. You can download it for free. You can use it for whatever you want, and that's gonna be basically it. If you want, so basically what I can do here is just to delete this. So we have just something that fits to whatever we want. We can modify this, for example. I mean, you can do whatever you want with this tracker. And that's basically it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to support me, you can donate something. You can invite me a coffee. You can see the link down below, and that's gonna be it. Have a good one. I love you guys. Bye.